brought me to tears.
That's a good way.
It's just like, I get to be in a show with him. We're getting casting today, and like just being able to see him, let alone like interact with him and act with him, is just like a dream come true. I don't know yet. It was like maybe put this one on for the wedding. Big performance. But then if you want to ask Peggy, she'll be here in a few minutes. Then she can tell you what she knows about
No, now you have to go.
That's Nick Bottom. Right there in the sweater and the red pants by the clothing. It's the pretty one. No. The one with the glasses rubbing his hands.
The one with the pink purse.
Pink purse up there. I wonder who those flowers are for. I don't know if you've seen them. Have you seen him with things? Like I've seen him with everything, and he's so Yeah, I was just wondering. I'm coming with Are you guys I'm gonna go talk to Are you going to be in the
We know.
Well, I'm going to be here. And Peggy, I don't know what Peggy is. She's coming back. Peggy's going to be directing the show.
Oh, good.
And we're going to have rehearsal here in this box.
If it's not inconvenient, if you want to do it by yourself, I would make that kind of fun. With Mom.
Is all our company here?
You are best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name thought fit through all Athens to play an hour interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peggy Quint, you must call forth the directors by the scroll, and then say what the play treats on, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and Mary. Now, you must call forth the rest of the actors. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the Weaver.
Ready, name what part I am for, and proceed.
Nick Bottom, you are set down for Pyramus.
Who is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most valiant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. Though, for the rest of it, my chief humor is to play a tyrant. I could play Ercles Rarely or a part to Tarakatin. To make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks do break the locks of prison's gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish face. Thank you. That was lofty, but I assure you, you must call forth the rest of the actors. That was in Ercley's vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover will be more condoling.
Philip Flute, the junior butler.
Here.
Flute, you are to take Thisbe on you.
Is Thisbe a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let not me play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one you may plain in a mask and speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face, let me play Thisbe too. Oh, I'll speak in the most monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe. Oh, Pyramus, that Thisbe dear and lady dear.
No, you must play Pyramus and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Jackie Startling, the tailor.
Here, Peggy Quince.
You're to play Pyramus's mother. Trish Snout, the teacher.
Here, Peggy Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Tess, the influencer. You, the lion's part, and I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be given me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me roar. I will roar so that it will make any man's heart good to hear it. I will roar so that the Duke will say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you would do it too terribly that you would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
What?
Peggy,
You've got to
we
be
were gonna
kidding
die
me.
in the show.
I didn't know anything about that.
Yes, essentially. Now, friends, I grant you that if we should yell too loudly, then the ladies would have no discretion but to hang us. That is why I will roar as gently to you as any sucking dove. I will roar as for any nightingale. Oh!
Can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a most gentlemanlike man, as one would see on a summer's day. You must needs play Pyramus.
Yeah, I got you.
So you're Pyramus's father, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I will undertake it. What do you...
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night, 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
Go. Illustrate. Stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the burden of the spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy sports to funerals. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I woo thee with my sword, and won thy love doing the injuries, but I will wed thee in another key. Pomp! Triumph! Reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation, come on, with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And, my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you, your father should be as a god. one that composed your beauties and yays, and one to whom you were but a form and wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to leave the figure or to disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind lifting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I do beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth. Examine well your blood. Whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you could endure the livery of a nun. For I, to be in showy cloister mute, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. Thrice blessed they that master so their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthly or happy is the rose distilled than that which withering on the virgin thorn grows, lives, and dies in a single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause. By the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Oh, relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazy title for my certain right.
You have our father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love. And what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine. In all my right of her, I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. In which is more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll vouch to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spot and an inconstant man.
You know, I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But being over full of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come two edges, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. You, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancy to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up. By no means we may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love. Demetrius and Edgius go along. I must do some business with you against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourselves.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chanced the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Cross too high to be enthralled to low,
or else misgrafted in respective
oh,
years,
spite too old to be engaged to young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
or if there were a sympathy in choice. War, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the colleague night.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross. As due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers?
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, will I marry thee. And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night. And in the wood a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen when the false Trojan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love.
How happy some or other some can be. Your Athens, I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know, and as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed on oaths that he was only mine. When that hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers oaths did melt. I will tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
How now, fairy? Whither wander thou?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen.
Oh.
To do her orbs upon the green, the cowslips tall her pensioners be, in their gold coats, spots you see. Those be rubies, fairy favors, and those freckles of their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou noble spirits, I'll be gone, our queen and all her elves come here anon.
Oh, no. The king doth keep his rebels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child. Neither is trained to trace the forest wild, but she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. So now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlit sheen, but they do square, that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and make him quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Cropping Goodfellow. Are you not he that frights the maidens of the villagers? Skim milk and sometimes labor in the corn, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn, and sometime make the drink to bear no barm. Mislead night wanderers laughing at their harm. Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet puff. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, in the likeness of a filly foal. And sometime look I in a gossip's bowl, in the very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest I'm telling the saddest tale, sometime, for a 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her belt, down topples she, and 10 cries it falls into a cough. Then the whole choir holds their hips and laugh, and wax it in their mirth and knees and swear. A merrier hour was never wasted there.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon fairies? Skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland in the shape of corn, sat all day playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, stolen away from the farthest steep of India, but that, forsooth, your bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress, and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, pledge it my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Paragunia, whom he ravisheth, and make him with fair Eagles break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since a midsummer spring met we in a hill and dale, forest or mead, by pavid fountain, or by rushy brook, or in the beach and margent of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with carol, hymn, or blessed, and through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and in old himes a thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is, as in mockery, set. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by now not knows which is which. And this same progeny of evil comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order. But she, being mortal of that boy, did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. Ah! My gentle pup, come hither. Fetch me that flower. The herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make our man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Oh, be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girl about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and pour the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I could do so with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Oh, my. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? We'll stay the other side. Thou toldest me they are stolen into these woods. And here am I, and wood within these woods, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. But yet draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not nor cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me, but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love? And yet a place of high respect, with me than to be used as you use your dog.
Give not too much attention to my spirit, for I am sick when I do look at thee.
I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself to the hands of one that loves you not? To trust the opportunity tonight and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity?
Your virtue is my privilege. For that, it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company for you. In my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee, and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Build the speed when cowardice pursues and valor
I will
flies.
not say thy questions, let me go. Or if thou dost follow me, do not believe, but I will do thee mischief in these woods.
I, in the temple, in the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie! Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap Faria. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it. Seek through this grove. An Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. Look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Come, now a roundel and a fairy song. Sing me to sleep, then to your offices let me rest. You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen, newts and blind worms do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm.
fear. Hence, you long-legged spinners, hence. Beetles black approach not near. Worms nor snails do no offense. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm. Come our lovely lady night. So good night with lullaby. La 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 lullaby.
Hence away, now all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
Sleep. What thou seest, when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce, or cat, or bear, hard or boar, with bristled hair in thy eye, that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
To speak troth, I forgot our way. Well, rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart into yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side, no bedroom we deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer, say I. And then in life would I in loyalty. Here's my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but a pinion found I none, on whose eyes I might have proved this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. Oh, and the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay! Do not kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence and do not haunt me thus!
Wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so!
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go!
I am out of breath in this swan chase. But who is here? Lysander! On the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire I will, for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena. Nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? How fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia, Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content? With Hermia? No. I do repent the tedious minutes I would have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I born to this keen mockery? Yeah, when in your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough. It's not enough, young man, that I never did. No, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye. But you must flout my insufficiency. Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth, you do in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well. Perforce I must confess, I thought you a more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refuse, should then of another be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For, as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! Ay me! For pity! A dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at its cruel play. Lysander? What, removed? Lysander, Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone, no sounds, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. Oh, I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I will perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you, I'll fight immediately.
Are we all ready? Pat. And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. A tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peggy Quince,
What sayest thou, boy bottom?
there are some things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus is to draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By our lacking a perilous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
No. I've a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And, for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue. It shall be written in 8 and 6.
No. Make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion amongst ladies is a most dreadful thing. For there is no more fearful wildfowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell she is not a lion.
Nay, let her face be seen through her neck, and let her speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, or fair ladies, I wish you, or I request you. No. Oh, or I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. For if I come forth as a lion, it were the pity of my life. Nay, I am a woman as other women are. And let her name her name and tell them plainly that she is Tess the influencer.
Well, it shall be so, but there is 2 things. to bring moonshine into the chamber for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did meet by moonshine.
Doth the moonshine the night we play our play?
Oh, a calendar, a calendar. Look in the weather app. Find out moonshine, find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why, then may you leave a casement of the great chamber where we may play open, and the moon will shine in through the casement.
Aye, or else some man must come in and say he is to represent or to disfigure the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing, to have a wall in the great chamber for Pyramus and Thisbe to talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let her have some plaster or loam or rough cast about her to signify wall. Oh, or let her hold her fingers thus, and through the cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every master's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. Once you have spoken your speech, and to enter that, break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play tour? Well, I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see call.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the odious flowers savor sweet.
Odors. Odors.
Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you must understand, he has gone to hear a noise he has heard, and will come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like red rose on triumphant briar. Most brisky juvenile, and eke most lovely Jew, as true as horse, that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Nina's tomb? Man, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. Pyramus, enter, your cue is past, it is never tire.
As true as horse, that yet would never tire. Never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thou.
Oh, monsters! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Pray, masters, fly, masters, help!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around. Push through bog, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear, a fire, and neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own.
Thou art translated!
To frighten me if they could, but I will not start from this place. I will stand here and I shall walk up and down and sing so they know I am not afraid. The ouzel cock, so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the red with little bill.
An angel wakes me from my flowery bed.
The love, the sparrow and the lark, the green song to the red, which many a man doth mark, but dares not answer nay. For who would set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie, though he cry, cuckoo never so?
I pray thee, gentle mortal,
Sing again!
mine ear is much
enamored of thy nose? So is mine eye, frolic of thy shape, and thy fair virtues, force perforce, doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that, for, to tell the truth, reason and love keep little company nowadays. The more honest men will, pity not, keep them friends. Nay, I can bleak upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. If I had enough wit to get out of this wood, then I would have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. Peas blossom, cobbler, moth, mustard seed. Ready. And I.
And I. And I. Where shall we go?
Come, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye. When she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue, bring him silently.
Rule now about this haunted grove.
My mistress with the monster is in love. Titania waked, and she straightway loved an ass.
Yep.
This falls out better than I could devise. Perhaps I get latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I bid thee do.
Oh, I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, of force she must be I.
Ooh, stand close. This is the same Athenian.
Oh, well, this is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why were you that loves you so? Link, what's so bitter on your bitter foe?
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou I fear hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'er shoes and blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I. Pierce you through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering spear.
Oh, what's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true. Tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake?
You spend your passion on a misurprised mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee then, tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore a while will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. For debt that bankruptcy doth sorrow owe, which in some slight measure will pay if for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue, a true love turned, and not a false turned true.
Then Phaedo rules that one man holding troth a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy 6 she is, and pale with cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eye against she do appear.
I go. Look how I go, swifter than a fastball a pitcher doth throw.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye, and when his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our ferry band, Helena is here at hand. And the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fun pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one, that must needs be sport alone. And those things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. I weep, and thou so born in their nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment unto her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen. Goddess. Nymph. Perfect. Divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, it's right! Oh, hell. I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and had courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do? But you must join insults to mock me too.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia. This you know, I know. And here with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours of Helena, to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. To her my heart but as guest I sojourned. And to Helen is at home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Despairs the faith thou dost not know, lest thy peril thou abide here. Oh, look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Dark night! That from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Where it doth impair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found mine ear. I think it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love. That would not let him by. Fair Helena, who morn gilds the night with all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? It's all the counsels that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us. Oh, is all forgot? All school days, friendships, childhood innocence? It is not friendly. 'Tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you forth, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine, and rare, precious, celestial. Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore, Lysander, deny your love so rich within his soul and tender me pursues affection? But by your setting on, by your consent.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever. Counterfeit sad looks. Make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink each at other. Hold the sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, what excellence.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear, by that which I will lose for thee, prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander, where's your tens all this?
Away, you chihuahua.
No, listen to break loose. Take on as you would fall, but yet come not. You're a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr. Vile thing, let loose or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love. Oh, out, feisty little thing, out. Out, hated potion. Oh, loathed medicine, hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond. For I say a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her?
No.
Strike her? Kill her dead? No. Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me wherefore? Oh me, what new is my love, and not I, Hermia? Are not you, Lysander?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh me! You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine of faith. Have you no modesty? No maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low but that my nails can reach into thine eye.
Though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gifts at all in shrewishness. I'm a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again!
God, Hermia! Do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that. In love unto Demetrius, I told him of yourself unto this wood. He followed you. Love, I followed him. But he has chid me hints and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quiet go. To Athens will I bear my folly back and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how fond and how simple I am.
Why get you gone? Who is that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again? Nothing but low and little? Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Catch you gone, you dwarf. You minimus of Henry not grass vein. You beat. You acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helen, take not her part, for if thou dost attend ever so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try who's right. Of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay. I'll go with thee, chief by Jack.
You mistress! All this coil is long of you! Nay, go not back!
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed. I know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest or committest thy knaveries willfully.
Oh, no, believe me, King of Fairies, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far my gratitude so short, as this their jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. High therefore, Robin, overcast the night. like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, and stir up Demetrius with bitter wrong. Then sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till over their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with laden legs and batty wings doth creep, then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things will be peace.
Oh, my fairy lord, this must be done with haste.
Make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. God will lead them up. Oh, shh, here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Thou run away? Thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Here art thou there?
Follow my voice.
He goes before me, and still bears me on. When I come where he calls, he is gone. The villain is much lighter guilt than I. I followed faster he is by. Fallen am I, in dark and even way. And here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day. For if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward! Why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I wot. Thou once before me shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I'm here.
Nay, then thou mockest me, thou dear. Thou shalt abide this here, ere I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way, faintness constraineth me. Measure up my length on this cold bed. My days approach to be visited.
A weary night, a long and tedious night. Abate thy hours. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight. From these that my poor company detest. Oh, and sleep shuts up sorrow's eye. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but three. Come, one more. Two of both kinds makes up four. Oh, here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Oh, never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars, I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. Multiply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known that every man shall take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, lay thee upon my flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick sweet must roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy large, fair ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready?
Peas Blossom, scratch my head. Where's Madame Cobweb?
Ready.
Oh, Madame Cobweb, get you your weapons in hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee atop a thistle. And, good Madame, please do not fret yourself too much in the action of it. Oh, and good Madame, have a care with the honey bag, break not, for I would loathe to have you overflown with the honey bag, good sir.
Now thou and I are new and we will to midnight, tomorrow midnight, solemnly dance in Theseus' house tonight, and blessed to all fair posterity. There, pairs of faithful lovers will be wedded with Theseus, all in jolly.
Very king, attendant Mark, I do hear the morning lark.
And my queen, in silence sad, trip thee under thy shade. We the globe encompass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, in our flight, tell me how it came this night. Thy sleeping ear was found with these mortals on the ground.
Has the influencer? Trish, not the teacher? Startling? God, my life stolen hence and left me asleep. For I have had a most rare vision. I had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Methought I was. Man cannot even say what methought I was. Methought I was, and methought I had. But man is a pageant fool if you go about to say what methought I had. The ear of man hath not seen, the eye of man hath not heard, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what methought my dream was. I will get Peggy Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I shall sing it at the latter end of a play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
You will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top. Tomorrow you can the confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once when in a wood of Crete they bade the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never had I heard such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred of the Spartan kind, so blue, so sanded. Their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. Soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. This Lysander. This Demetrius is. This Helena. Old Nador's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May. In hearing our intent came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Angius, is not this the day that Hermia was to give the answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past.
Pardon, my
You
lord.
need Woodward's what the couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. How comes this gentle conquered in the world? I know you two are rival enemies. That hate is so far from jealousy. To sleep by hate and fear no enmity.
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half sleep, half waking. But as yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly would I speak, and now you would thank me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our plan was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law—
Enough! Enough! My lord, you have enough! I beg the law upon his head! They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife and me, my
my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their self, of this their purpose entered this wood, and I in fury followed them, and Helen in fancy following me. But my lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is my love to Hermia melted as the snow. All the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye is only Helen. Her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia, but like a sickness that I love this food, but as a health come to my natural taste. And now do I wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers who are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. For in the temple by and by with us, these lovers shall be eternally knit. Before the morning now is something warm, our purpose something shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come to follow that.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turning into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks. I found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you not think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him, and by the way, recount our dreams. Come, friends, our tale nears an end.
That these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never made believe such gallant china or such fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains that apprehend more than reason ever comprehend. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all is frantic. Sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. And as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, doth give shape to airy nothing in a local habitation in an egg. Such tricks touch strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. But in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed to bear?
But, and all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancies images, and grows us something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Ah, here come the lovers now, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends. Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Sorry.
Come now, what masks, what music do we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Come now, what masks, what dances are in order? How shall we beguile the lazy time and with some delight?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I know the play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long. For in all the play, there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical it is, my noble lord, for Pyramus there doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter, never shed.
Who are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men who work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds until now, but which now toil their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
And I will hear
it. No, my noble lord, I have heard it over, and it is not for you. It is nothing. Nothing in the world, unless you can find pleasure in their intense, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss, when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in.
I love not to see wretchedness more charged than duty in its service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kinder we give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit.
Your Grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you, our true intent is. All for your delight, we are not here. That you should here repent you, the actors are at hand, and by their show, you shall know all that you are like to know.
This lady doth not stand upon points.
She hath read her prologue like a rough colt. She knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, she hath played on this prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound but not in government.
True. Her speech is like a tangled chain. Nothing impaired but all disorder. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at the show, but wonder on till truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, this be as certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through Wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorns presenteth moonshine, for if you would know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo this grisly beast, which Lion hight by name. The trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and as she fled, her mantle she did fall, and Lion, vile with bloody mouth, did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with blade, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, that lie in moonshine wall and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
Yeah, I wonder if Lion beat his feet. Wonder, my lord, one line made with many asses do.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly, this loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so. And this the cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Do you desire Lyman hair to speak better?
It's the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, night, with hues so dark. Oh, night, which ever art, when day is not. Oh, night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, which parted her father's ground from mine. Thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink so I can blink with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me. Cursed be thou, for through whom stone I see no bliss.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, sir. I assure you, the deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see. It will fall pat right as I told you. Yonder, here she comes.
Oh, wow. Full often hast thou heard my moans, or pardon my fair pureness in me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I spy a voice. I must to the wall to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love! Thou art my love, I think.
Oh, think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Limender am I trusty still.
Ash, and I love Helen, till the fates me kill.
Not was Shaphalus to Prochorus so true.
As Shaphalus to Procris, I to you.
Oh, wilt thou kiss me through the hole of this vile wall?
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Oh, wilt thou meet me at Minnie's tomb straight away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, the swall away doth go.
Now is the wall down between the two neighbors.
Remain, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are no worse, and the worst are but shadows. The imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts then, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here when a lion rough in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, as Tess the influencer, am a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should, as a lion, come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast and of a good conscience.
The very best of the beasts, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lion is a very fox for her valor.
True, and a goose for her discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
Her discretion, I am sure, cannot carry her valor, for the goose carries not the fox. Be it so, let us hear the moon.
This iPhone doth the horned moon present.
She should have worn the horns on her head.
She is no crescent, and her horns are invisible within the circumference.
This iPhone doth the horned moon present. Myself, the man in the moon do seem to be.
The man should be put into the iPhone. How else is it the man in the moon?
Come on.
She dares not come there.
I am aweary of this moon which she would change.
In all courtesy, we must stay the time.
Proceed, Moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that the iPhone is the moon, I, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
All these should be in the phone, for all these are in the moon.
Yes.
Oh, it's not circumcision.
This is old Nilly's tomb. Where is my love?
Oh,
Well, lion,
Moon, truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
Well, now it's the lion. And then came Pyramus.
Oh, so the lion vanished.
Oh, gracious moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee now for shining so bright. For by thy golden, glittering, gracious beams do I trust to take my truest Thisbe sight. Oh, but stay, oh spite, but mark, poor knight, arms, do you see? Oh dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good, what, stained with blood? Oh, approach ye furies fell, oh fates, come, come, touch, thread, and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell.
This passion in the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
They drew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame, since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, oh, no, which was the fairest dame that ever lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Oh, come, tears confound! Out sword and wound, the pap of Pyramus, ah yes, that left pap where heart doth hop. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Thus die. Ah, die. 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 Die.
Don't die, but an ace for him, please, but one.
Nothing, ace man. He's dead. He's nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might recover, and yet prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Ah, here she comes, in her passion. A mote will turn the balance. Which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better? He for a man, God warn us, and she for a woman, God bless us.
She hath spied him already with those sweet eyes.
And thus she means what Dillicent.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Speak! Quite dumb. Dead? Dead? Tomb, just cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Gone.
You're still there.
First made moan.
Yeah.
His eyes were as green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me. With your hands as pale as milk, and lay them in this gore, since you have shore with shears, this thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade. My breast, imbue. And And so, farewell, friends. Thus, Thisbe ends. Adieu. Adieu. Adieu.
Well, Moonlight and Light are left to bury the dead.
I will too. No, sir. I assure you. The wall that parted their fathers is down. Would it please you to hear an epilogue?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse. For when the players are all dead, there need none to be blamed. Mary, if he that written had played Pyramus and hung himself in Thisbe's garden, would have been a fine tragedy. So it is truly, very notably, discharged. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Fair lovers to bed. I fear we shall sleep the coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity. And nightly revels, new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, while the heavy plowman snores, all with heavy weary task fordone. And the wasted brands do glow, while the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is that time of night that the graves, all gaping wide, everyone lets forth this sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic! Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar, and this ditty after me sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote. To each word a warbling note, hand in hand with fairy grace. We will sing and bless this place. Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, so shall all the couples stay, ever true loving.
With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless, through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding than a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the Puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends. And Robin shall restore amends.
Jesus.
It's not the right. We got to